I'll need some time to calibrate the coordinates. Hold on, Wolf.
Lord Saladin, now!
Copy that. Shockwave arrives in 3.
Shameless wretch! What have you done?
Ha! Not so tough without that shield of yours, are you?
Maggot! Why won't you die? Enough! You truly think you can resist our Empire's conquest? This farce ends here. Submit!
One last time, light. At last, I am free, but my consciousness is collapsing. I can maintain this space for but a moment. Come quickly. You must inherit what remains of my power.
It's disintegrating faster.
I embrace the end of my consciousness, my eternal slumber. We Sentinels were once charged with defending humanity. I have fallen, but my duty remains. Succeed where we have failed. Become the new guardian of humankind. My might and mission I now bequeath unto you. Until we meet again in the light, Guardian.
Let's put an end to this.
Wolf, I've only seen light of this magnitude once before. You're a sentinel.
No. A guardian. And that warmonger isn't leaving this place alive.
Did you feel that? It was a powerful burst of light down there.
You think it was our young wolf?
It must be.
Have faith, gentlemen. You know how strong Wolf is.
Presenting our champion.
So that's your new weapon.
Well, it's a long story. Probably best told over a few drinks.
I'll tell you all about it on our way back.
fits in its own way. If we're going to survive, we need to be more than light bearers and warlords. We need to stand for something. Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits in its own way.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good. I'm not sure which is stranger. Waking up in a library, or knowing you died in a library. Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits in its own way.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good.
I have a surprise for you. Oh, hi.
So this is Haven. A lot grander than I'd imagined. I wish Harrow could see this. Wolf, do you...
Ah, Wolf. Lord Radagast invited us to the celebration. I was just speaking with Haven's militia, so not everyone in Haven is like you. I thought they'd be a bit more, enthusiastic.
Don't hold it against them, Finala. Just think of it as them having signed a confidentiality agreement or something.
The next moment, I was flying right in front of Radagast.
Wolf, could I speak with you for a moment? That was a hard-fought battle, but you did it. You secured another victory for Haven, but we can't forget. The Red Sea Rift still has many secrets that must be uncovered. Come back to Viridia, and find me once the celebration's over. I have something for you, but for now, enjoy your moment of glory. You've earned it.
Well, look who it is! The hero of the Rift!
There you are, Wolf. I'd been hesitant to hold this banquet, you know. Celebration and commendations are somewhat of a luxury these days. Instead, we keep fighting, falling, and getting back up just to do it all over again. But an old friend told me that to hesitate would be to concede to our current circumstances. We should raise our glasses high to our bygone yesterday, to our undaunted today, and to a brighter tomorrow. He can be quite poetic when he wants to be. And so I invite you to stand before me, before everyone, as the light-bearer who foiled the Cabal's schemes, who saved Viridia, and as one last thing.
What would that be?
During your time working with Finala, I'm sure you heard her referred to as an Iron Wolf.
Every Iron Lord can choose an outstanding Lightbearer to be their right hand, which is what Finala is to me. They uphold the spirit of the Iron Banner, and represent their lord's authority when necessary.
They are the Iron Wolves, and in all my time ruling Haven, I have never found a suitable candidate. Until now, that is.
Wolf! Lord Radagast means...
I hereby bestow upon you the title of Iron Wolf. Together, we will stand as guardians in this divided age and return humanity to its former glory. And now, a toast to a new Iron Wolf, to humanity, and to spreading the Traveler's light.
Take a look at this, Wolf. I have a surprise for you.
I'm not going to howl for you. We'll bring about a new age. Together.
I apologize for interrupting your vacation, but I'm afraid the affairs of the Red Sea Rift are far from over. We received a voice recording not too long ago. It's from Viridia's Union president.
Harrow?
That's right. Lord Radagast wanted me to delete it, but I think you should hear it first.
To the esteemed Lord Radagast, I'm Harrow, president of Viridia's Union. I witnessed your conflict with Lord Saladin. You may have given up on the Red Sea Rift because of it, and perhaps my invitation may be cause for offense, but I must try for the sake of my people. Please help Lord Saladin and save Viridia. I would ask that you also take the time to listen to what I'm about to tell you. It may help explain why your friend has become a stranger. When I first came to Viridia, Lord Saladin had only one wish: to carry on Lord Gareth's own long-cherished wish and protect his people. That's right, a wish. This wish completely altered Viridia's fate. It was granted in the form of the Sentinel Shield activating and the radiant sight we found that powered it. But that source of protection would also draw the Cabal from the skies. Lord Saladin got his wish, but not how he wanted it. He became more stubborn, more authoritarian. To stand against the Cabal, he wanted to form an army that listens to every order and do away with Viridia's democracy. If he gets his way, his desires will change Viridia from a town defended by Lightbearers to a domain owned by Lightbearers. I've heard you're raising an Ahamkara, so I presume you see the problem in this story. All of these changes stem from a granted wish, and the one who granted it? I believe it was me. A human cursed by Ahamkara magic, twisted and haunted by wishes. To prevent this power from harming anyone else, I've decided to leave Viridia, head to the depths of the Red Sea Rift, and face my fate alone. I cannot determine the full extent of this magic's influence. Once I leave, Lord Saladin may return to his old self. Or he may not. But no matter what, I implore you once again. Save the people of Viridia. As a sinner who has seen the light, as someone who cannot continue listening to these wishes, this is my final wish.
I just got word an expedition team is returning to Viridia. But I've never heard a report like this. Children laughing and cheering in the background? I think they're throwing a welcome party. Let's go see what's happening, shall we?
Wow, she's so tall in person.
Hey there. Couldn't help overhearing the celebration. What did I miss?
Oh, haven't you heard? Lady Yoder's here. The team she was protecting just got back to Viridia.
Lady Yolder is the Iron Champion. I bet she's the strongest Iron Lord in the whole world.
Whoa, whoa. I don't know if the others would agree with that.
Oh, of course they would. She kicked all those other lords' butts to win her title fair and square. Oh, I heard she made them cry like babies.
Have you heard of this, Zev?
The crying thing might be a bit of an exaggeration. But people do say she's undefeated. Regardless, I'm pretty interested in hearing what these kids have to say.
Lady Yoder beat the evil warlord Rience and his ugly henchman Melig all by herself with just a sword. Then she freed all the slaves they had in their castle.
Really? The version I heard is that she did that with Lady Perun.
Oh, and she challenged the old Kel from the House of Devils to a duel and cut off one of his arms. Oh, he was so scared he got in the ship and flew away. Oh, and she even went to the North Pole and slayed a giant dragon that could make blizzards. When she killed it, all the clouds went away.
That sounds a little hard to believe.
Oh, really? Then how do you explain Lady Yolder being the only one to overcome the trial of Felwinter Peak?
The what now?
She's also beaten Kyton, Gelion, Silumar, Yoram, Gunora, Oring, and Cremil in back-to-back one-on-one duels. Never been done before. Lady Scory even wrote a whole song about the whole story. Look, look.
And this is...
It's how I imagine the battle happened, silly.
How cute! Is this a tiger person fighting the Cabal?
No, that's Lady Yolder. I just haven't finished drawing her yet.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She's over at the minecarts talking with the grown-ups.
Yeah, we just saw her!
Thanks, kids. See you around.
Your stubbornness might lead you to the same dead end as Igolius.
Oh, please. I'm way more mature than him. And don't compare me to someone like Igolius. He's a total hardhead.
Really? I'd say you're right on his level. You can't even fess up to your own mistakes.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm looking for Lady Yolder.
Who are you?
We're here helping Lord Radagast. This is Wolf, and I'm Zev.
So you're Lord Radagast's Iron Wolfer? I've heard of you.
I'm Rhea, and the rude one is Lesnar. We're apprentices of Lady Yolder, which makes us candidates for the title of the next Iron Champion. Sorry about my partner here. He just made a fool of himself while escorting the expedition squad, and thinks being grumpy covers up his anxiety and frustration.
Stop apologizing for me, Rhea. And don't think for a second that Lady Yolder favors you for the title. I thought you would have learned not to celebrate too early back in Budapest.
You and I remember Budapest very differently.
So, where can I find your lady?
She's probably at the loading dock at the town entrance. Now, could you give us a moment alone? I don't think there was anything wrong with the way I handled that escort.
Lesnar, only a child would keep denying things like this. Maybe you are cut from the same cloth as Igolius after all.
Ah, stop trying to get into me head.
Nice to meet you, Lady Yolder. My name's Wolf.
We just met your apprentices. They, certainly don't mince words, that's for sure.
Ah, Lesnar and Rhea. Sorry, Wolf. With the selection of a next Iron Champion coming up, they are a bit on edge. We may not have met before, but I've seen your name in Radagast and Saladin's reports plenty of times. Nice work in Jiangxi Metro, by the way. Stopped a real crisis from developing there. No wonder Radagast speaks highly of you. Higher than any Iron Wolf I've ever seen. Yes, we just finished escorting a shipment of generators and water pumps from Al-Mawid. This should make life in Viridia a lot easier.
Wow. Must have been a dangerous job, if even the Iron Champion's being called in to help.
It's not that dramatic. We were already out there, liberating a warlord stronghold. You could say escorting this caravan on our way back was a sort of side job. As the Iron Champion, I do enjoy relatively more freedom in my operations, as I don't need to look after any territory. My duty has mostly entailed dealing with warlords, but their era is coming to an end. Time to pass the torch to a new generation. A lengthy trial of sorts, held by the current Iron Champion to decide who will be the next Lightbearer to carry the title. Every battle is a test, in which my apprentices must show me everything they are capable of. Their performance will be recorded, graded, and ultimately used to decide the victor. Rhea and Lesnar have entered the finals, so to speak. They've fought alongside me for more than 3 years now.
Sorry, but I'm still kinda curious. Everyone always mentions the Iron Champion, but what exactly do you do?
Lady Yolder, sorry for interrupting you, but we've spotted Cabal soldiers scouting along the route you just took.
It's possible they wanted to attack us before, but got cold feet. Ours wasn't the only caravan headed back to Viridia recently. They might have their eyes on another team. Don't worry, I'll handle them.
Shouldn't we report this to Saladin first?
Sure, if it would put your mind at ease. But I guarantee you, by the time you've explained it all to Saladin, I'll have already finished them off. Epion, give me these Cabal's coordinates.
Already located them. They're just up ahead.
All right, you ugly space rhinos. Which one of you is the boss? Huh. I figured it was you.
Strange. What are they doing here?
They don't appear to be targeting the expedition team. On the contrary, it's more like they're establishing an outpost. Scan that commander's terminal, Epion. We'll find out what they're plotting.
I've downloaded the data, but it's all encrypted. Wait, his title is something along the lines of Spec Ops Captain? Oh, that's a new one.
Send it to Saladin. He'll know what to do.
Our Iron Champion returns.
Pleased to see you again, friend.
Wolf said you left to deal with some trouble. I trust it's been dealt with?
Of course. But we found something strange. A Cabal squad whose movements are particularly suspicious. Epion will send you the encrypted intel we gathered.
Send a copy to Vanala, too. She knows a few names that can help. I'll let you know as soon as we make any progress on the decryption.
Sounds good. We should all grab a drink later. Rhea and Lesnar put a present for you.
Hopefully it's something normal. The Elixni bone whistle they gave me last time was a bit too creative.
They're running upstairs? Let's head to the upper level and have a look, Wolf.
Who's there? Wolf? Over here, hurry!
Thank you.
We spotted the Cabal transporting some mystery cargo while patrolling the rift. We followed them to the base, but they spotted us and attacked. The Cabal captured the rest of my team. We're the only ones who made it out. Probably locked up deeper in the firebase.
These two are in bad shape, Wolf. Could you escort them back to Viridia? I'll rescue the others.
Got it. Be careful. I'll report the situation to Saladin once they're safe.
Thank you.
There aren't many Cabal here to fight.
The scouts said the Cabal are moving a lot of cargo. I don't like the sound of that.
More Cabal!
It's the Iron Wolf. We're saved!
Are any of you wounded?
Nothing too serious, thankfully. The Cabal were too distracted by their cargo to pay us any attention. I managed to sneak a sample of what they were moving.
This piece of metal looks like it's used in manufacturing, maybe?
Cabal reinforcements could show up any time. Let's get you out of here first.
Wolf briefed me on the situation. The Cabal's movements are concerning. We need more intel.
The scouts snuck out a sample of what they were transporting, but I haven't been able to figure out what it is just yet.
Let me see. Donovan might know. I'll send this back to Haven and let you know if we make any headway.
It took some time, but we finally hacked that Sand Eater's commander's intel terminal. Apparently, they found something extra while mining in the Red Sea Rift. Something that does not bode well for us. What they dug up was a Golden Age arsenal filled with weapons capable of untold devastation. They're transporting them out as we speak. The last time they approached Viridia wasn't to attack our transport vehicles. It was to secure a route.
Devastating weapons. Like a nuclear bomb?
No. Mere explosives wouldn't catch their eye. This is something far more complex. What they found are metal-phage nanobots, capable of sensing, adapting, and organizing, controlled by an electronic signal.
Metal what?
Simply put, they are a sort of bacteria that breaks down and consumes metal. Back in the Golden Age, they were used to clear away space debris in orbit. And when combined with a common missile, they can reduce an entire cruiser to dust.
Now they've fallen into Cabal hands.
And they may very well be used against us.
Yes. If we want to avoid a future of grass huts and stone tools, we'll need to stop them. And soon.
Lesnar, Rhea, meet me at the entrance to the foundry. Epion has already sent you a briefing.
Another mission? Aw, are you afraid, little chicken? Oh, very funny.
My power is surging!
Watch it, Lesnar! That sparrow's worth more than you!
As it should be. Can't win riding a piece of junk.
You two, split up. Rhea, you take the control hub. Lesnar, you deal with their sentries.
Roger that. Bet I finished before you, Rhea.
Oh, really? Remind me, when was the last time you won?
Not bad.
Ah, me master taught me well.
Sucker.
Enemies incoming.
The lower passage is all clear. And I got the structural diagrams of the foundry. I've already sent them over. You're welcome.
Wow, such competitive spirit.
Rhea, you're up.
In a sec! Time to fry 'em! Right. There! Piston pump's back online!
Great work, but keep a low profile, okay?
They've sent 2 reinforcement teams. I'll take care of one. Lady Yolda, you'll probably run into the other.
How is everything on your end, Rhea?
I located the arsenal's entrance, but I need some help.
Be right there. This looks to be the unmarked new zone on the structural designs. Likely where the Cabal found the arsenal. Quite the hole they've dug here.
Gee, that's a lot of warheads. If the Cabal used these on Viridia, then...
Ria, Lesnar, we need to enter the armory. Now!
We've reached the isolation passage leading into it, and we have an idea how to get in. The latch on the vent of the isolation passage will automatically reset when its circuits are overloaded. So we just need to connect capacitors to all the lock panels of the vent. You and Lesnar need to advance together. I'll stay here to switch the overload circuits. But, the security camera here is showing a bunch of Cabal in the isolation passage.
Don't worry. Get ready, Lesnar.
Why do I always get stuck with the grunt work?
Because unlike me, you don't have the brains for anything else.
Last door.
Join us once you're finished there, Ria. Strange. This door has not budged. Ria, is everything okay over there? Ria? Lesnar, can you contact her?
I'll give it a shot.
Lesnar, watch out!
Damn it! Get back here! Ria, do you copy?
I've lost the signal. They took her, too. I'll see if I can open the vent. We can go around through there. This has to be a trap. They're forcing you to reveal yourself so they can take us all out at once. They know how to deal with light bearers. Imprisoning them is more beneficial than killing them. If they succeed, they'll be able to transport those warheads completely unhindered.
No, they made a grave mistake this time.
really going to just punch and shoot our way in? Maybe we can find another way.
That's exactly how we're going in, Epion.
Well then, this is going to get messy.
Champion, I hope you're as mighty as the tales say.
Enough blabbering. We'll settle this with a duel. If you win, you may do with us as you wish. But if I win, you abandon these weapons and leave here empty-handed. Eh?
Such arrogance. You will not be the first Lightbearer I've killed. But if you want to battle, then so be it. However, it will be under different rules. No bounds and no honor. You must defeat all challengers.
I would have it no other way. I am Yolder, the one and only Iron Champion and sole duelist representing the Iron Lords. Today, we fight to the death.
him to a pulp, Lady Yolder?
He's no match for you!
Stop that woman! Bring me her hand!
No, they're stalling for the warheads!
Will annihilate this place!
Yolder! Those warheads' self-destruction sequence has been initiated!
We need to get to Lesnar and Rhea first.
They're willing to die if it means stopping us. And those nanobots can eat right through ghost shells. We're doomed!
Not if I can make it. Rhea, Lesnar, stay on the rock and keep close.
Traveler above. I thought I was done for back there. The Sand Eaters won't sit idly by. We need to alert Saladin at once.
Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits. In its own way. Let's hurry up. Out on the battlefield is where we make a difference. Not here.
Easy, champion. Let me finish scanning your body index first.
The light chose us to bear its power. We cannot wield it recklessly, but we must wield it all the same.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good. Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits. In its own way. Let's hurry up. Out on the battlefield is where we make a difference. Not here.
Easy, champion. Let me finish scanning your body index first. I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good. Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits. In its own way.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good. If we're going to survive, we need to be more than light bearers and warlords. We need to stand for something. I'm not sure which is stranger. Waking up in a library, or knowing you died in a library.
There you are. The Sand Eaters managed to transport multiple nanobot-armed warheads from an underground arsenal as we know it. We don't have an exact count yet, but we should assume the worst for now. Lately, they're attempting to open an aerial transport route to move these weapons out of the Red Sea Rift. We cannot let them do this.
What do you need me to do?
The Sand Eater Scions rewrote the underlying operating system of the seized warheads. This lets them activate the nanobots anytime, anywhere, as well as set them to attack specified targets. When they transport these warheads, they usually arrange for at least one Spec Ops commander to hold the security key. Only with the correct authorization can the warheads be activated and the nanobots assigned their targets. Good news is, Fellwinter's technicians developed a code capable of tampering with the nanobots' targeting data once a warhead is activated. This will return the warhead to its original settings, and once issued, this command cannot be rescinded or overridden. That's where you come in. You're going to inject that code and reduce these weapons to nothing more than scrap metal.
Wait, you're saying that to disable the weapons, we need to activate them first? That's way too risky. Those nanobots are capable of reducing even a ghost to dust, you know.
You're sure this method is sound?
Not even a little bit. But I have faith in Fellwinter. We won't know until we try.
So, take the key, activate the warheads, and run the code. Got it.
I've sent the coordinates and the code to Epion. Go and show the Cabal why we made you champion, Yolder.
Activating a bomb to defuse it? We're practically drinking poison, then chasing it with the antidote. This is the place. Let's clear out these enemies first, shall we? Our instructions say to first put the warhead that could kill us all on standby. Not terrifying at all. Looks like we've alerted our Cabal commander. Remember, he should have the authorization key.
Face the Iron Champion!
Use the key to activate it. Then pray our code works its magic and we don't get ripped apart by nanobots. The Traveler at work. The nanobots have returned to their original settings and are totally unresponsive.
I'll leave the scrap for Saladin to clean up. Let's head to the next set of coordinates.
Take him out. Connecting to the warhead and placing it on standby. Okay, their commander should be here shortly. Don't forget, we need that key. Warhead disarmed. Wait, the Fallen? What are they doing here?
The House of Devils doesn't have a foothold in the Red Sea Rift. They must be after the warhead. We need to report the House of Devils' arrival to Saladin.
I've already sent video evidence to him.
We've raided 2 of the Cabal's staging areas and disabled the warheads before they could transport them out. But the House of Devils has joined the fray. I suspect they want to steal these weapons for themselves.
And since we don't know where all the warheads are yet, it's hard to guarantee none of them slipped by us.
Multiple eyewitness reports have confirmed their activity here. It's an unprecedented yet very real threat. I've already sent Fenala out with the recon team to investigate. I'll let you know if they find anything. Oh, right. Your apprentices are eager to see you. I presume it's something to do with the selection of the next champion? You might want to go get them before their bickering causes more trouble.
What? You're really growing dates?
How are they? Do you have any with you? I'd love to try some.
I don't have...
Wish I had time for hobbies like that. The life of an apprentice is pretty busy. Although most of the time it's all Lady Yolda fighting the warlords, while we're stuck with their lackeys.
And some people can't even handle that.
That That was an accident, and we agreed that you wouldn't bring it up. I'm just saying what you and Lord Saladin are doing.
Oh, what's all the chatter about?
Oh, Lady Yolder. A pleasure. Sorry to cut our introduction short, but I have to report our scout's progress to Lord Saladin. Perhaps we can talk more next time we meet.
Yeah, Lesnar. We need to talk about the selection.
Let me guess, Lady Yolder. It's going to be postponed due to forces beyond your control. Again.
Seriously? This is the third time already, milady.
Lord Saladin and I must prioritize dealing with the nanobot warhead crisis.
Then can't you just announce the results already? We've been with you for 3 years now. Don't tell me after all this time, you still can't make a decision.
How long did it take for that light bearer named Wolf to become Lord Radagast's right hand after just being revived? Not even a month, right?
Watch your tone, both of you. You should understand that regardless of whether or not you become the next Iron Champion, your responsibilities won't change. You will still be fighting for those who can't fight for themselves, which is precisely what we are doing right now. I promise. I'll hold the selection ceremony as soon as this crisis is dealt with.
Thanks. That was a close one.
Lady Yolder?
Ah, Wolf! Perfect timing. Here, if you could take this with you to Viridia, I'd appreciate it.
What is it?
Candies and cookies for the kids. Last time I went there, I was too busy. Could you deliver them? Make sure everyone gets one.
Of course. By the way, you seem to have had a bit of a disagreement with your apprentices.
Oh, who told you?
We couldn't help overhearing you near the town entrance.
So, the Iron Champion, huh? What is it about this title that's got the kids and your apprentices so worked up?
Its history isn't nearly as glamorous as they'd make you think. It's a product of war. Before the last city and other outposts were founded, the Iron Lord's primary enemies weren't just alien invaders, but also Lightbearer warlords, great and small. A long and bloody war broke out between the Iron Lords and the Warlords. And soon, both sides were fighting with the sole purpose of eradicating each other. As the fights grew fiercer, both sides began employing more divisive tactics in hopes of winning.
All wars are the same. No exceptions.
Some warlords made every civilian in the territory a soldier. And those were the bloodiest battles, enough to make people lose all hope. And when I say every civilian, I'm not talking about situations like Viridia's. In those warlords' territories, everyone was forced to take up arms, like the hostages, with no choice but to hold the positions. Every building, every street, every inch forward leads to further bloodshed.
So how'd you all win this war?
At some point in time, the Iron Lords led by Radagast decided they would no longer allow the indefinite escalation of these battles. So they put forth a choice with a lower cost. A one-on-one duel. An Iron Lord would challenge a warlord to a duel, which would decide the outcome of the entire battle. If the Iron Lords won, then the warlord would lose both their ghost and territory, but they would have the chance to survive. Conversely, if the warlord won, the Iron Lords would pledge to cease all hostilities. If idealism could save more lives, then why not give it a try? After all, the Iron Lord's establishment was itself an act of idealism, no? Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. But at the time, the Iron Lords had some uncommon and unconventional methods. If they didn't accept a challenge or didn't accept the duel's outcome, then those unconventional methods would come into play. But that's a story for another time. In short, we held a competition to determine who among us was best suited for dueling the warlords. The victor would be granted the title of Iron Champion, and they would represent the Iron Lords in every duel.
And you beat all of them?
Shortly after I was revived as a Lightbearer, I was held prisoner by a warlord whose greatest joy was watching duels between Lightbearers. Having to fight to survive ever since I took my first breath gave me an edge.
Have you ever lost a duel?
No. Not even once.
That's incredible.
It's also suffocating. As you likely understand, the Iron Champion cannot lose. Just as a fallen lion's blood draws the hyenas, the champion's defeat will only serve to bring more disputes. If the champion dies, the ideal dies with them.
So that's why you began training apprentices?
I want the ideal to live on, even if there comes a day when I can no longer fight for it. But whoever inherits that title, and all it entails, must be worthy. They cannot falter, because there is no guarantee the issues we face now won't be passed down to the next generation.
Do Rhea and Lesnar understand what they're signing up for?
the reality that awaits them may not be what they have anticipated. The Iron Lords have largely quelled the Warlord threat over the years, and our primary enemies are now alien invaders. The Iron Champion makes fewer and fewer appearances, and the Iron Lords with their territories and armies are much better prepared to protect civilians and fend off the fallen Cabal and the like.
Times have changed.
That they have. Perhaps it's time for the Gladiator to retire from the Colosseum. It was a pleasure talking with you, Wolf. Say hello to the kids for me.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good. If we're going to survive, we need to be more than light bearers and warlords. We need to stand for something. Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits. In its own way.
I took some pictures of you fighting in the battle yesterday. You want to check?
Why not? I bet I look good. Wolf. Still an unfamiliar name, but can't deny it fits. In its own way.
Look at this, Wolf.
Good, you're here. I'll get to the point. Fenala's scouts have been scanning the Sand Eaters' communications. It seems their commanders have been struggling to deal with fallen raids. Our intel indicates that the House of Devil skiffs will often take the harvesters by surprise, waiting at their loading zones and striking when they come to transport the warheads. Judging by their communications, this is the Splicers' work.
The Splicers? Those tech-obsessed radicals who wreaked havoc in Jiangxi Metro? I thought Radagast had sent Wolf to deal with them.
Roaches don't die easily. It appears they were able to hack into the Sand Eaters' network and steal the underground arsenal's coordinates. To keep the Sand Eaters from disrupting their efforts at the other arsenals, they're rallying their troops at Firebase Meadows, where the Sand Eaters have stored many of the warheads they've found so far. We suspect that once they secure these weapons, they'll use them against Haven and the city, finishing what they started at Jiangxi Metro.
The Fallen covet all that the Traveler has gifted humanity. They won't let a chance at vengeance slip away.
Send me the coordinates, and I'll take them out.
Do not let the House of Devils take even a single warhead. Given their current aerial advantages, if such a weapon were to fall into their hands, the results would be catastrophic.
The Devils are already assaulting the Firebase. We need to act quickly.
Don't worry. I can handle them.
A lone knight riding against an army of thousands. Reminds you of glory days, huh?
Truth be told, I'd rather cross swords with warlords. Are the Fallen trying to hijack the Cabal's harvester?
If I had to guess, they're trying to steal something better suited for moving more of these warheads. Yolder, I'm detecting multiple heat sources nearby. Engines. A whole bunch of ships are getting ready for takeoff. We need to keep them grounded.
Damn it! We're too late.
Yeah. Way too late. The explosions were pretty, though. Sorry you missed the fun.
Ria, you followed me here?
Oh, not just me. Mr. Bootlicker's here, too. I wasn't about to let you take all the credit.
Listen, stay here and await further...
Don't worry, we know the drill. Hack in, get the key, upload the code. No more warheads.
Wait, how'd you get that? Did you hack into my personal database?
Let's split up, Lady Yolder. We can treat this as an extra test for the selection trial.
Yolder, your apprentices are way too reckless.
We need to concentrate on the mission. I'll have a word with them later.
The warheads. Get me close, and I'll connect to their system. Remember, grab that authorization key. Done. Warhead disabled. You know, your apprentices have been quiet for some time, Yolder.
Ria, do you read me?
I'm a little busy here!
Those shots are coming from above. Looks like they already took care of the warheads here.
Ugh, look at this mess. They're flaunting their speed.
Or maybe you're too slow, Lady Yolder. We've already shut down their ships. They ain't going anywhere.
Ria, Lesnar, where are you?
Hey, check it out! We found an intact harvester! Think Lord Saladin would appreciate it as a gift? I bet he'll paint it blue.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, Lady Yolder. We'll see you back in Viridia.
I don't like the sound of this.
We need to return to Viridia now. Rhea, Lesnar, what on earth were you thinking? Piloting an alien warship? Did you even inspect it?
Don't worry, milady. We took out all the hostiles on the landing platform.
And what about the cargo hold?
We wanted to leave the most important job for you. That's why we were waiting for you to come back.
Where do I even begin?
The House of Devils put spider droids in the hold? We need to dismantle them, and fast.
Don't freak out. Keep it cool. Wouldn't want to cause a panic. You two behave yourselves. I'll deal with these.
Next one, hurry.
My power is surging!
What's Lady Older doing running around like that? Nothing. She's just having a look around.
We made it. All the spider droids are dismantled. The Fallen installed nanobots on these droids, but it looks like they didn't get the chance to activate them.
That's their preparation for the attack on Haven. I need to debrief Lord Saladin. Rhea, Lesnar, report to me later. We need to have a chat about all this.
Lady Yolda?
What on earth were you two thinking today? Do you have any idea how your actions could have harmed Viridia?
But Lady Yolder, the danger was dealt with, and nobody was hurt.
And Viridia could use a warship? We can...
Every time I think you're close to understanding, you prove to me you are not ready.
Why do you have to keep testing us like this?
You think that all that happened today was a test?
You know what I think? I think you're scared. Scared of handing over your crown. You feel threatened. So you keep finding new excuses so you don't have to choose.
Do you truly believe that today's operation was all for show? An elaborate performance I staged to judge you? Do you have any idea how many mortal lives we saved today? You both swore on the Iron Banner that you would fight for those who cannot defend themselves. And instead, you're obsessing over a title. You are warriors bearing the responsibilities of the Iron Lords. Act like it.
But I just don't understand, Lady Yolder. If the Iron Champion's mission is the same as the Iron Lord's, then why not just go ahead and choose the next champion already?
Yeah, why keep postponing the selection? You know better than anyone just how hard we've worked for this.
I can't believe I nearly gave such an important title to someone so arrogant.
Is that what you told Igolius?
What?
Igolius! The man who was supposed to inherit your mantle?
Lesnar, I don't think now's the best time to bring this up.
Why not? Hey? Weren't you the one loudly talking about all the rumors surrounding him before? Why get cold feet now? We both know Aegolius was the first Lightbearer to ever come close to inheriting the title of Iron Champion. But his lady, our most respected Lady Yolda, drove him to insanity.
Stop it, Lesnar. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You put him through trial after trial until eventually he couldn't take it anymore, didn't you? Then he ruined his future. He was expelled from the Iron Lords and exiled, wasn't he?
There is some truth to this story. But your assumptions are not entirely correct. So, if you're trying to use that incident to provoke or challenge me, Lesnar, then you vastly underestimate me.
Lady Yolder, he didn't mean to.
Leave. Both of you. Now. If you don't want to continue your apprenticeship and feel your efforts have been for nothing, go talk to Lord Radagast. He'll reassign you. Right now, your lady needs some time alone. Yolder, Aegolius' downfall wasn't your fault. He only had his own pride and envy to blame.
I know. Thank you. I didn't expect to hear such accusations from my own apprentices. This title is a curse. No one can bear it without breaking. Not even me. Maybe it's time to make some changes.
I have a surprise for you. Take a look at this, Wolf.
To be honest, I don't think your new blush...
Really? I think it matches perfectly.
photo of me, sweet? Arc energy is dangerous, destructive. But in my hand, it protects people.
Not trying to stop you, but could you be more careful when trying your peaceful approach? Your effort was rewarded. Check your mailbox.
A stranger is a friend I haven't met yet.